Hello kids, let's start with our history subject, chapter 11, Marathas, the protectors of the nation. Let us begin. After Bajirao won, Shahu Maharaj appointed his son Balaji Bajirao, Nana Sahib the Peshwa. Following the invention of Nadir Shah, there was instability in Delhi. In these circumstances, Nana Sahib tried to stabilize the Maratha rule in the north. Ahmad Shah Abdali posed a challenge to the Marathas at the Panipat. We shall learn about these developments in this chapter. Situation in the north. The region of the northwest of Ayodhya province at the foothills of the Himalayas are called Rohilkhand in the 18th century. The Pathans who had migrated from Afghanistan had settled in this region. They were known as Rohillas. The Rohillas had wrought havoc in the Deb region of Ganga and Yamuna rivers. The Nawab of Ayodhya invited the Marathas to subdue the Rohillas. The Marathas chased the Rohillas. Conflict with the Afghans. Ahmad Shah Abdali, the ruler of Afghanistan, was attracted by the riches of India. He marched on Punjab in 1751 CE. There was anarchy in the Mughal territory. The Mughals were facing the threat of Abdali's invention. In these circumstances, the Mughal found it necessary for their own protection to seek the help of the Marathas. The emperor was sure of the Marathas' strength and integrity. There was no other power strong enough to protect Delhi. Therefore, the emperor entered into a treaty with the Marathas in April 1752. According to this treaty, the Marathas agreed to protect the Mughal power from enemies like the Rohillas, the Jats, the Rajput, and the Afghans. In return, the Marathas were to get cash money, the right to collect chauthai in the territories of the Punjab, Multan, Rajputana, Sindh, and Rohilkhand, and the Subedari of Ajmer and Agra provinces. As per the treaty, the Peshwa sent the Shinde Holkar armies for the protection of Delhi on behalf of the Chhatrapati. When Abdali learned that the Marathas were marching to Delhi, he went back to his country. Because the threat of Abdali was thus thwarted due to the Marathas, the emperor gave them chauthai right to the Mughal Subhas. These Subhas included Kabul, Kandahar, and Peshawar. Though the Subhas were previously a part of the Mughal Empire, as per the treaty, it was the duty of the Marathas to win the Subhas back from Abdali and annex them to the Mughal Empire. Abdali, however, wanted to bring under Afghan control the region of the Punjab, so a conflict between the Marathas and the Abdali was imminent and inevitable. Raghunath Rao, brother of the Peshwa Nana Sahib, accompanied by Jayappa Shinde and Malarao Holkar, undertook the campaign of North India to combat Abdali. The local rulers in the north saw the Marathas from the south as their competitors. They did not take into account the broad vision of the Marathas and remained neutral, offering no help to the Marathas. They did not like the Maratha supremacy and intervention in the Delhi court. The Maratha standard on attack. Najib Khan was a Rohilla chief. He found it hard to tolerate the Maratha supremacy in the north. At the behest of Najib Khan, Abdali invaded India again. This was the fifth time he had invaded India. He captured Delhi. He returned to Afghanistan with a huge booty. Raghunath Rao and Malarao Holkar marched to the north again. They captured Delhi. Then, driving out Abdali's officers, they captured the Punjab. The Marathas persuaded Abdali soldiers right up to Attock in 1758 CE. The Maratha standard was raised at Attock. Attock is in present-day Pakistan. From Attock, the Marathas pushed the campaign up to Peshawar. However, they did not make proper arrangement to look after the newly conquered territory. Dattaji's Whaler. To get a firm hold over the Punjab and to crush Najib Khan, the Peshwa sent Dattaji Shinde and Janakoji Shinde to the north. Dattaji went to the north. Keeping Dattaji engaged in negotiation, Najib Khan established contact with Abdali. He requested Abdali to come to his help. On receiving the message from Najib Khan, Abdali invaded India again. Dattaji and Abdali confronted each other at Buradi Ghat on the bank of the Yamuna. A fierce fight ensued. Dattaji showed tremendous valor. He met with a heroic death in this battle. Nana Sahib sent his cousin Sadashiv Rao Bhau and eldest son Vilas Rao to the north to crush Abdali. Sadashiv Rao Bhau was Chimanji Appa's son. He had with him a huge army and a powerful artillery. Ibrahim Khan Gardi was the chief of the artillery. He had defeated the Nizam in the Battle of Udgir in 1760 CE on the strength of his artillery. In this campaign of the north, Sadashiv Rao Bhau captured Delhi. The armies of the Marathas and Abd Ali confronted each other at Panipat. On 14 January 1761, the Marathas opened the battle by attacking Abd Ali's army. This was the third battle of Panipat. Vishwasrao fell a victim to an enemy bullet in the battle. When Sadashiv Rao Bhau learned this, he fiercely attacked the enemy in a frenzy. He disappeared in the battle fray. Seeing that their leader has disappeared, the Maratha soldiers lost courage. At that very moment, the reserve contingents of Abd Ali launched an attack on the Marathas with a fresh vigor. The Marathas were defeated. A whole generation of young men in the Maratha was killed. Many brave Sardars fell on the battlefield. The Marathas believed that an outsider like Abd Ali had no moral right to rule here. The Marathas fought at Panipat with the broad perspective that India is for Indians. After the death of Peshwa Nana Sahib, his son Madhav Rao succeeded him to the office of the Peshwa. Madhav Rao kept the Nizam and Hyder Ali at bay. He established the supremacy of the Maratha in the north again. After the defeat of Marathas at Panipat, the Nizam once again resumed his anti-Maratha activities. He invaded the Maratha territory. Madhav Rao defeated the Nizam at Raksha Bhawan near Paitan. Hyder Ali was the Sultan of Mysore. Taking advantage of the Maratha defeat at Panipat, Hyder Ali attacked their territory in Karnataka. The Marathas defeated Hyder in a battle of Moti Talao near Srirangampattam. He then agreed to cede the region north of the river Tungabhadra to the Marathas. Peshwa Madhav Rao died in 1772 CE. In the history of the Marathas, he is described as an honest, hard-working, determined administrator who was keen on public welfare. The death of this capable Peshwa was an irreparable loss to the Maratha state. The two Peshwas who succeeded Peshwa Madhav Rao, namely Narayan Rao and Savai Madhav Rao, did not live long. During their terms, Peshwa was in the grip of family feuds. Raghunath Rao, who had once raised the Maratha standard at Attock, sought shelter with the British to satisfy his greed for power. This led to the war between the Marathas and the British. Hyder Ali died in 1782, that is, after him his son Tipu became the Sultan of Mysore. He was a skilled warrior, a scholar and a poet. He used his competency to increase the might of his kingdom. He established contact with French and shook the foundation of British supremacy. He died in 1799 CE in a battle against the British. The Maratha prestige in North had suffered a severe setback because of the debacle at Panipat. Madhav Rao dispatched Mahaji Shinde, Tukoji Holkar, Ramchandra Kanade and Visaji Pant Binawale to re-establish the Maratha rule in the north. The Maratha army defeated the Jats, the Rohilas and the Rajput. The Marathas restored the Emperor Shah Alam to the throne of Delhi under their own protection. The Maratha power was revived in the north. The Marathas suffered a heavy loss in the Battle of Panipat. Abd Ali's army also suffered losses. He did not benefit financially in the battle. In fact, Abd Ali or his descendants did not muster enough courage to invade India again. They realized that only the Marathas had the strength and capacity to control the Anikri in the north. They expressed their wish that the Marathas should protect the empire. They sent a messenger to Pune to establish cordial relations. It is important to note that the Marathas overcame the great defeat at Panipat and successfully revived their supremacy in the politics of the north. Malhara Holkar, Ahilya Bai Holkar and Mahaji Shinde had a lion's share in all this.